Hi, this is Jason Furman, and this portion of the bass drum technique, we're going to look at the first steps of making our strokes. And this will be part 1, 2 of the downstroke. We're looking at the general portion of the downstroke and how we get this with our leg. As you can see, the angle of my leg is meant to facilitate a dropping of the weight. Instead of with heel up technique and holding this position in the calf and pushing into the bass drum head, I'm going to utilize relaxation and a dead weight and lifting of my leg. Where you're going to actually be making the stroke and contact is in the ball of your foot underneath. When you lift up, you don't want to hold your foot out straight. Everything should be completely relaxed. It should be as if there's an imaginary string attached to your knee and you're picking it straight up. And when you do this slowly, you should see as it comes straight down, don't push forward, the weight would come down, make contact with the head, roll back, and relax. You're going to need to adjust your pedal to find out where this sits properly. You don't want, when your leg is dead weight, for the beater to be sitting so far back. You also don't want it super close to the head. You want generally somewhere between 2 to 3 inches away from the drum head. On the DW pedal, I find that by keeping the tip of my toe just below where it says DW, that tends to give me the area and position of the sweet spot on the pedal. Just like we have a fulcrum and a balancing point of our stick, there is a balancing and fulcrum point on the board of the pedal. Every pedal will have a different sensation of a balancing point depending on the manufacturer of the pedal and the size of your foot. So again, just like when you're playing on the drumstick, I urge you to experiment and find where the sweetest spot of the bass drum pedal board is. And when you lift up, the beater comes back, just like lifting back a stick and preparing to make a stroke, and then you let the stick fall down, it makes impact, and then the heel drops the rest of the way and relaxes. So you're going to lift up, beater comes back, and down. I suggest you practice this motion without actually making a stroke first. Lifting straight up and letting it down slowly. And eventually, once you feel this motion, you get to drop it. While allowing the beater to come off the head. And think and concentrate on the ball of your foot. You don't want to slam the heel. You want to just drop it and rest back into place. You can control this stroke by the amount of weight which you drop. As we get softer, is where we'll start talking about making the heel down strokes. But this is our first stroke, and I'm going to bring it into video closer so that we can start seeing directly where this makes. But this is our first stroke. Just learn to drop. And again, put the position, learn to relax all these muscles. You don't want to push into the head. If you start hearing a as you're lifting, that means you're pushing with your ankle to make a stroke. You want to lift up so the beater comes back just like a stick, making a full stroke. And then coming down. And by keeping them relaxed as you lift up, it allows you the weight you need to make. So in the next video, we're going to come a little bit closer and see exactly how this stroke looks right on the pedal.